Okay, so a little rundown of the practice tonight. So I went for an hour, and again, I made myself take a break. I was like, all right, we're good. But then again, I kept going. I said that a few times and just kept going until I eventually was like, all right, we're really gonna take a break. But yeah, refer to my last video for that, like as far as getting the results, how the results just like get faster and faster because the body's more activated and energy's flowing through the entire body more effectively. It's wild. I'm gonna sleep so good. My breath is so good, everything. But I was targeting my breath and muscle towards like certain points that I was working on down there, which is basically the, you know, like we have the shabam, and so like the middle part of the labia specifically. And so I was targeting that a lot, and then I, you know, you can only target an area for so long, and so I started targeting like the lower part, around the lower part, and then also in the top. And so that goes for rejuvenating any body part. You work on that part, but you also like work on the areas around it to help like move that energy like out. Like it, when you massage and hit pressure points, the energy kind of like goes like elsewhere in a way. It flows through the body. In Ayurveda, they say that the blood flows towards the heart and gets purified or something. So I don't know if that's effective, but for me, I've noticed, I don't know, I follow that because I noticed that I can kind of feel that. And so I don't know if that's just my brain believing that and it working, or if that's actually true, but towards the heart is what Ayurveda recommends. Ayurveda is the science of life. It's really cool. I would check it out. It's like ancient stuff, and yeah, that's what I studied to help get me into tantric massage. But anyways, I was heavily rejuvenating tonight, and some things, like I just started crying out of the middle of nowhere, and I asked myself, like, why am I crying exactly? And then it was just kind of like a release of a lot of those. But it was kind of just like a hang in there type of thing, and then almost like some guilt and like shame for like the things that I've allowed to happen in my life and stuff like that. Like, you know, this stuff, like, I'm not put together. I'm not like any of that. Like, I went through a lot of stuff. I'm happy to be alive after the year that I just, like, the last couple of years, the last few to several years. You know, it got crazy. It got crazy. I was with my family and just trying to hang on to them despite and ignoring my intuition and things like that. And then stuff like, you know, losing my mom, you know, because a lot of our moms gone through a lot. Everyone goes through a lot, but my mom, yeah, she went through a lot. And so, you know, I'm kind of like living through her, or she's living through me in a way, but like I'm doing all the things that I wish she would have done. But anyways, yeah, it was just like a big, like, I don't know, almost like I'm so sorry to myself type of thing. type of stuff. And then just to hang in there is like kind of around like certain stuff, like it could be like, I don't know, just whatever the situation is. So yeah, hang in there. And then yeah, because like say like certain things that I went through, it kind of like, it's almost like starting from scratch again in a lot of ways in my life. Like I think I was literally like reborn, and so it's kind of like it was a little painful to like, I don't know, it like hurts a little to be like, wow, where it could have been if I didn't let those things happen and all that stuff. And so I don't know, I could cry now, but at the end of the day, I'm just like hanging there and trusting the situation for what it is and everything like that. But I could talk about that more later. I just wanted to throw out a little, like I'm doing these things, uploading right after practice, and so that's why I look crazy, because I got a little crazy. Anyways, I'll see y'all later.